out, it does get rid of it. Let's see. We'll add in plane and the new canal to try it out a little bit more. Outback. Alright, let's do some military stuff. See, I don't know this map very well, so I figured I'd go ahead and try to learn it a little. It's almost 11 o'clock. It feels a lot later than it is. I gotta be up at 10 in the morning, so I got plenty of time. I'm just so used to my schedule for work that weekends are like, well, they try to follow a similar schedule. Where is he reinforcing it? Oh. There's a door right here. Okay. Let's see what they did down here. Gave it multiple entrances. I bet right here is now a place where if you go out, you get spotted. I've seen a bunch of the reworks for up here, because in my unranked matches, everyone likes going up here. Alright. I didn't really explore much over here, because when I tried to, I was on defense, and the offense were pushing on that little balcony out there, and I couldn't get by it without, you know, getting shot, so I didn't try. Oh. Wait, is this the other side? Oh! I like that. I like that quite a lot. Is there a hatch up here? Because my instincts tell me there would be, but it might just not be. No, there's not. I always like going under roofs to get into hatches. It's usually a pretty viable tactic in my mind, because, you know, why would you go on the roof to get in? Most people don't think vertical. At least not quick vertical. Oh, hi. What? I'm bad. Oh, so they made this into one connected room. I like that they got rid of a lot of the cover in this room, because this room sucked. Oh. Ooh, this This is something I haven't seen yet.
Yes, remaining.
Oh wait, so that replaces that? What's it like outside?
Contact.
Op 4 friendly mission successful.
Is that stairwell just gone? I don't know, we'll find out. Give me a sec, getting water. See, I don't play this game often enough to make any kind of in-depth knowledge of this map very viable, but, you know, it's always fun to just have an explorer, you know. Man.
Eliminate all of the terrorists.
Yeah, I noticed they got rid of a lot of the spawn peaks on this map. They made it so you can't get headshot instantly here. You know, give you plenty of cover to hide behind. There's still one there and there, but I mean, you have a lot more time to prepare for them now. This hasn't changed at all. Sorry. This doesn't appear to be changed very much. Ooh, that's entirely new. Oh, 4th level. Ooh. It's 4th, right? It might be 3rd on this map, I forget. Alright. I like it. So what's this lead out to then? No, I'm not on defense. Oh. Oh. Alright, this feels a lot more close quarters. Kinda like that. Let's check out upstairs. A little bit more over here. So spawning from this side is going to be totally different. There's usually there used to be stairs. Now you have to rappel, get in 2nd level. There's no spawn peaks over there. Still that there. It's not very viable. Let's see what the deal is with this stairwell. Where's this lead up to? An enemy. Oh. I see. I didn't even notice that stairwell was there earlier. Got him. Mm. I liked... I quite like this rework, actually. I like how much more connected everything is, so that there's not just that one connector to bring the defensive side in if something's on this side of the map. I appreciate that they've kind of incorporated both sides of the map now. I haven't memorized the cams yet, because I haven't played this in actual multiplayer very much, but you know, I will eventually. I'm sure they've got a lot of the same... Oh, wait. That I can just walk through. I like that. It's much nicer. I like that those are no longer see-through as well.
Op 4
Those
eliminated.
things. That was a real annoyance. We're gonna go full no-brain Ash main, rush in, get them gains. That's this game. That's what this one is. Let's get it.
Eliminate all of the terrorists.
I missed. I love being terrible at video games. No, you don't need to get out there. Managed to flash myself a little there. That's good. So we got 3 up here, 3 in the basement. I'd prefer to take these 3. Maybe I would.
3 hostiles remaining. Op 4 eliminated. Friendly mission successful.
Let's see what's next. What is this? I like this. I like Outback. Outback's a fun map. I quite approve of all the objectives on this one. I mean, none of them feel extremely difficult to defend or attack. It's just a matter of who's good at the game and who isn't. Yeah, I've learned I quite like using Zofia's gun. I'm not a big fan of her abilities or nothing, but her gun's quite nice. Both of them are. I love her LMG. it's so useful if you just want to, like, covering fire
Eliminate
by
all of the
definition,
terrorists.
you know? I don't like being on the other side of Zafia's gadget, though. I don't like being on the receiving side of that stun. I hate playing against Zafia if you are competent enough to use it. Personally, I'm not very good at her, so people who are nightmares for me. I think any kind of competent player tends to be a real struggle for me. Especially now, because I'm not very competent anymore. I mean, yeah, I can still shoot dudes sometimes, but not nearly as reliably as I used to be able to in this game. Because I just don't play this game often enough anymore. Kind of lost my mojo for it after, well, I don't know. It just happened at some point, like, kind of around the time that Apex came in, like, Siege went out. Because Siege is just, it's got so many good mechanics, but it's ruined by the servers, you know, it's ruined by things being done in such a way that, you know, for example, you can't lean without aiming, or, you know, you can't fine-tune your aim with a mouse and keyboard. So if somebody else has one, they have such an unfair advantage, and that's a common thing. People use that. Oh, I thought I could blow up both. And like there was also problems with like, hold up, I'm waiting for this guy. I don't know what to do here. Okay, sorry. There's also a lot of problems with, in my opinion, with lean spam and crouch spam. There's always been that in Siege, even on PC. But on PC, it's so much less of a problem because at least you can aim on PC. On this one, I mean, you're kind of at the whim of whoever does that the best.
Op 4 eliminated.
So makes it harder for us Siege players on console to really focus on aiming whenever everyone else is just walking around corners, spamming bullets down hallways and pressing their sticks in as hard as possible, or possibly even pressing Q and E harder than is really necessary whenever you're on PC. Because, I mean, if you have to use a mouse and keyboard to kill people on console, you're bad at the console. So go play on the PC version. I'm sure you can find, for a similar price to a PS4, something equivalent. Like, something that can run Siege. If you can't, then you just don't have motivation. Like, I think what they need to do is people who get reported a bunch get put in the lobbies with people who get put in a bunch of reports.
Eliminate all hostiles.
That way, you know, the cheaters don't really affect those of us who don't cheat. Because mouse and keyboard players are cheaters. Like, that is, it's against the terms of service, you know, it's, Ubisoft doesn't support mouse and keyboard players, but people still do it. I mean, alright. I was really of the opinion that that flashbang would work. Yeah, I wish I could put my music on while I streamed, so that the people who watch the videos, or, you know, anyone who actually tunes into the stream could listen in with me, you know, enjoy the music, but I can't, so I have to find something to talk about, and I'm not very good at being like a commentator or nothing. Okay, sure. I mean, I'm sure, but I thought I heard something else in here. No, I didn't. Where you at?
3 hostiles remaining.
Where could the other ones be? Oh, I know where they are. Through here.
Op 4 neutralized. Mission successful.
I don't know where those guys came from. Blackbeard's got it great. Like, his skin from the Rainbow is Magic or whatever event was real nice. I wish I could have gotten the whole thing. I love his headgear for it. So glad I got that. The one I was really hoping to get was Montaigne's shield skin, but you know, at the time I mained Montaigne. I really don't main him anymore. He's just, I don't know. I stopped playing him once I started getting good at aiming. He was a real crutch for me for a while because he's so good at getting enemies' positions before you fire at them. Now I've kind of semi-learned how to predict where enemies are, get good game sense, and the aiming just came naturally. It's always come natural to me, aiming has. It's not like trying to toot my horn or nothing, it's just, like, I've played games a lot, so first-person shooters, they just kind of come to me. I play them, I'm good at them usually. I like ones that, you know, spark innovation. Siege has always been a game that has sparked a lot of innovation compared to a lot of other FPSs. I like that about it. You know, I can break that wall open and start shooting these dudes instead of having to push in through that doorway that they barricaded. They can barricade that door. You know, like, it's great. Siege is a good strategy kind of game. It's a shame most people treat it like a COD 2 Electric Boogaloo, in which everyone gets instant headshots, or everyone can get deaded by an instant. Wow, I can't think. Everyone dies instantly to headshots, and you know, things work really well. Nope. Too far. No, he's not. Found him.
Enemies remaining. Op 4 eliminated. Friendly mission successful.
Alright. Yeah. I mean, Siege is not a bad game by any standards. It's got very good game mechanics. It's got very good innovation for the gaming industry. It's just Ubisoft runs it, so they are focused on, you know, they got the same thing that Fortnite used to have, which is they want to add a whole bunch of stuff, because a whole bunch of stuff being added usually brings in a lot of customers. You know, everyone wants to play the game that's got a lot of content. But Siege isn't supposed to be that game. You know, Siege is...
Eliminate all hostiles.
It's a good game. Fortnite was kind of a cash grab. Fortnite was the one that kind of, you know, made the Battle Royale genre popular, yes, but it doesn't mean it was like an amazing game. You know, it just happened to do the Battle Royale genre kind of well. I mean, they took advantage of a lot of the previous mechanics like PUBG and stuff, you know, and they were like, hey, let's do this our own way with our own little spin. And then they focused a little too much on adding content and new skins and new weapons, and they didn't focus on making sure that everything was very balanced or anything. I mean, Ubisoft has done a lot to make sure everything's balanced in this game, and yet their servers still make the game a whole lot less fun for players like me, because, you know, I'll hit headshots all the time that just don't count as headshots, and then I don't enjoy the experience of playing the game. You know, there's got to be a mix between care and content, and Siege hasn't been doing that very well to me. They've been focusing a little too much on the content as of late. They want to add more operators. They don't want to focus on making sure that... I mean, they do try to make sure things are still balanced, but you know, they don't focus on making their game better. What we need is an Operation Health 2 that actually does what the first was meant to do, you know? So far, that's yet to happen, so... Siege is still a bad game in my eyes right now. I just know they're gonna come that way. Hello. Got it.
Op 4 eliminated. Friendly mission success.
Man, I wish I had someone in chat so I could, like, have someone to kind of bounce ideas to talk about off of. So, I mean, I like discussing topics, you know, I like that, but I can't come up with any to discuss. I just figured I'd explain why I haven't played this game in a long while, because, I mean, I haven't. I don't play this game very often nowadays. The only time I've played it is with Blaine,
Eliminate
who
all of the
I
terrorists.
think he's only been featured in one of my streams. He's been featured in them, he just hasn't audibly done so. But Random BD, that guy, he's a fan of this game, and I am too. I'm not saying I'm not a fan of Siege. I'm not at all saying that. I'm saying that I'm not a fan of the way Ubisoft treats Siege. Because Siege has a lot of potential, and they see that, but they don't use it very well. Makes me sad. Let me simultaneously destroy all three of these things, hopefully. I want to see it destroy the deployable shield. That's a real shame. I want to make it so I don't have to worry about those roamers. That bad boy right there.
enemies remaining.
I wish people, or you could get poses for the end of the match without needing the elite skins. Those things are so expensive, dude. They're like, what, $10, I think? For a single person. There's... I can't do math. 7 by 6. Or 7 by 7 plus 1. So 50. There's 50 operators. It's $500. And there's not even an elite skin for all of them.
Eliminate all of
Weird
the
to me.
terrorists.
We're gonna probably make this the last one, if I'm honest. I'm just too fucking tired. It's a dude, right? Oh, I was shooting the shield, I see. At least one more of you. I know there is.
Enemies remaining. Op 4 eliminated.
Did I hit him directly with that? I did. Oof. I think his crossbow should deal a lot of damage when it hits people. I think that would be a good addition, because his crossbow takes skill to hit people with. It's got bullet drop and everything, you know? Give it like 50 damage, you know? Alright, yeah, I'm going to bed. I'm a little too tired to stay up anymore. It's been a good stream, I guess. Oh, we got that challenge done, I think, first game, right? I mean, I'm happy about that. Yeah. I'll see y'all later. It was fun streaming. Good night.